Okay, so I'm going to walk through the second um, standard costing exercise. This one relates to direct materials and direct labor. If you haven't gotten a chance, you may want to work through the problem. I posted the handout a few days ago, actually on April 1st. I worked through question 1. I encourage you to work through question 2 if you haven't already before. And if you work through it, I will have posted the solution. You can compare, and if you got it, no need to use this video. If you want to see another walkthrough, that's what this video is for. Alright, so let's get going. Gardner's Market manufactures hedgers. During the year, it manufactured 5,000 hedgers using 4.2 direct hours of direct labor per hedger at a rate of $8. The material and labor standards for the hedgers are. Alright, and we see that information here. Gardner's Market actually purchased and used 53,000 units of direct materials at a price of $2.25 per unit. Determine the materials price variance and whether it is favorable or unfavorable. Alright, so we'll do that. Let's see. Formula sheet. Alright, materials price variance. And let's go with actual price minus standard price times actual quantity. So for direct materials, the actual price, $2.25 per unit, less the standard price of 2, and the actual quantity 53,000 units. All right. All right. So this shows as positive, and if we go in the order that the formula gives us, positive means it's an unfavorable variance of 13,250. All right. So that's part A. That basically, and you could have predicted that before because you see the actual direct materials price of $2.25 and the standard was 2. So at a minimum, before you even compute anything, you should know that that variance is going to be unfavorable, right? Because you paid 25 cents more per unit, all right? Part B, materials usage variance, all right? So we can refer to the formula sheet because this will be available to us come exam time. Actual quantity minus standard quantity times standard price. Okay, so we've got the actual quantity. We need to compute the standard. All right. Well, 5,000 hedgers were made. Each should have used 10 units. And then we'll multiply all that times the standard price of $2 per unit. All right. Let me make sure my order of operations. All right. $6,000. Okay, $6,000. Again, this is positive, which we know is an unfavorable variance. And of course, The standard would have been the 5,000 times the 10 units, or 50,000 units, and the actual was 53,000. So that, of course, leads to an unfavorable usage variance. It means you use more units than the standard would indicate. All right. C, labor rate variance. All right. And so we can pull that formula. Actual rate minus standard rate times actual hours. So 8 minus 750, right? 8 comes from here, and 750 is the standard. All right, and times actual hours. All right, and it's given in pieces, 4.2 hours per hedger. All right. $5,000 hedges were made, and that's how we get to your actual hours. All right. All right, $10,500. Again, unfavorable. All right. And that we should have expected as well, because it told you the rate was $8 and the standard was $7.50. All right. And for D, labor efficiency variance. All right, so we can refer to our formula there. That is actual hours minus standard hours times your standard rate. Actual hours is the 4.2 hours per unit times the 5,000 units manufactured minus standard hours, all right, which is the standard that should have been used for the units made. Times the standard rate. All right. Also unfavorable. All right. Okay. So here, materials price variance, 13,250. You paid 25 cents more per unit. That's unfavorable. Materials usage variance. Well, you used more than the 50,000 units at standard, right? Because the problem tells you 53,000 were actually used. So the materials were used less efficiently than the standard would indicate. Paid more per hour for labor than the standard would have indicated. All right. And also for labor efficiency, the labor force made less than 1 unit every 4 hours. All right, it took more time to make the units, and that collectively leaves us with 4 unfavorable variances. All right, so that's the second demo problem there, and that's it for now.